first time on Eurosport, we're proud to present the European Air Rifle and Pistol Championships. Shooting is all about getting to the points, and at the European Air Pistol Shooting Championships staged in the Norwegian village of Meråker, between the 7th to the 14th of March, the competitors help point out a number of interesting aspects about what the sport is all about. The big media profile for this year's event. Plenty of excitement guaranteed over the next half an hour or so.
Shooting is a very simple sport. You have to stand still, you have to look at the sights, and you have to squeeze the trigger.
I just like winning, to be honest.
You can be quite big and shoot well, and you can be small and shoot well. But of course you have to train a lot to shoot very well.
Well, Norway's Frode Estill there is a double Olympic cross-country skiing gold medalist and world champion. He knows a thing or two about Meråker, as this is where he lives. It's not just a mecca for skiing. It also has its own shooting school. And this small village, home to a mere 2,500 inhabitants in central Norway, was chosen to host the European Championships this year.
Got light big hole, and the area is good here with a lot of peoples, and it's cool.
This is a fantastically well-organised event, I have to say. It's been really good so far. Everything's been laid on. The organisers done a splendid job.
The championships saw a big improvement in terms of the quality of TV coverage. The pictures were clearer, using modern technology, and corresponded to the level expected of a top sporting event. The tournament was broadcast to a number of countries around Europe, while 16 television cameras covered it.
Yes, it was a very nice court to shoot at. Especially the final, it was perfect.
Shooting with either an air pistol or air rifle is done from a distance of 10 metres, just like in the Olympics. In both disciplines, in qualification, the men have 60 shots, which must be completed within an hour and 45 minutes. The women and junior competitors have an hour and 15 minutes for their 40 shots.
9.7.
The competitors are allowed to use as many bullets as they wish in the warm-up. So the 10-metre target, you see the best 8 competitors from the 62 who started the qualifying competition. Tournament regulations state that the 8 marksmen with the most points after qualifying make it through to the final. The traditional favourites in the women's competition were from Germany, and in the final, sure enough, 3 German women, including Sonja Feilschifter, highly experienced shooter. She's a 3-time world champion at this discipline. And then a nervous-looking Andrea Rasovic from Serbia, who qualified for the final with the 3rd best result. She's showing some excellent form, has a real chance of walking off with a gold medal. Shot number 8. She has 10 according to the rules, 75 seconds for each shot. Germany's Beta Gauss is the Serbs' main rival for the gold. Neither Rasovic or Gauss has ever won a European title. The total score from the final is added to the overall result from qualification. So there's a possibility of there only being a 1 or 2 point gap between competitors. Then it becomes possible that the shooter who finishes 8th in the final round could win, or vice versa. Rasovic shooting 9.8 out of a possible 10.9, the maximum possible In the final, the target is divided into 10 parts, or to be more specific, the very centre of the target is divided into 10 different scoring sections. Onto the all-decisive 10th and final shot. The hall is all quiet. So Andrea Arcevic or Beta Gauss. Arcevic taking aim, but not her best effort, the 9.7. So now attention shifted to the German shoot. Would Beta Gauss post a better score? Anja's cry was directed out to the section of the crowd where the Serb coaches were sitting, clear for everyone to see that Beta Gauss couldn't manage it, and Andrea Arcevic took the victory. First time in her career she's been crowned the European champion. Tight margin of victory from her German rival, but the main thing is she's won.
I'm very nervous, but I feel that I'm first, and I just go, and I shoot so very good.
So Arcevic picked the two Germans, Beta Gauss and Jessica Marga, who took the bronze medal. The men's rifle final also went right down to the wire. Ole Magnus Bakken headed into the final in first place after qualifying. However, once there, nothing went right for the local boy. The Norwegian eventually faded to a finish of 8th place. Sergei Kruglov of Russia didn't miss a shot and claimed the victory. Had a small problem with my jacket, it got stuck. My jacket got stuck as I was getting ready and started pulling me out of position. I lost a bit of time, but I didn't think of stopping. I just tried to think normally. No, Sergei Kruglov winning the men's rifle, Peter Sidi of Hungary second, and Denis Sokolov, another Russian, completing the podium in third. Margin of victory, a slender one, just 0.9 points. Well, the jacket, which Sergei alluded to there, is an important part of the shooter's makeup. Also happens to be very bulky, worn by all competitors. It has multi-usage.
It's a protection for me, for my back.
It's hot to shoot in, especially when you start getting nervous. It's really hot.
I don't like the clothes for the rifle. It's too heavy to wear.
The all clothes we use also for protect our health, but not so nice to see. We are like knights.
The point of the kids is to help stabilize the rifle when shooting and take some pressure off the back of the competitors. But everything has to adhere to the rules. The jackets undergo stringent tests where the rigidity is measured by a special device used at all official competitions.
It is a limitation of the material, the thickness of the material. So the limit is 2.5 millimeter. Why? Why? Otherwise somebody will come with 5 millimeter and the next will come with 6 millimeter to give you the support. Here, the buttonhole area can be checked.
Another important part of the attire is the footwear, also regulated. The flexibility of the sole area of the shoe is controlled in terms of size and length. The length of the sole should not be more than 2/3 the height of the boot.
These shoes will be measured with the principle of all this to be equal for everybody. Everybody should be equal and should be under the same conditions, and it is not fair if somebody has an advantage.
Going into the final of the junior boys competition, 3 shooters were locked on the same result, while the leader just was Ukraine's Sergei Kasper. But it was Ilya Cheraika of Belarus who found his form and shot better than anyone in the final round to be crowned champion. This is 17-year-old Ilya's first major championship victory. I'm happy, I'm just so happy, as I've been producing good results over the whole of the year. I really wanted to finish in a good position and finish on the podium. Thankfully everything went to plan and I'm really happy. Cheraika with a gold, 695.3, 694.8 was enough for the silver for Sergei Kasper. Alexander Dryakin from Russia won the bronze. The battle for first place in the girls' air rifle category was between the Czech Republic and Germany, with Eva Rosickova going head-to-head with Isabella Straub. The 19-year-old German, however, was just a shade more accurate than her Czech counterpart in the final round. And to the delight of coach and fans, she went on to win the gold medal.
Oh, I feel very good. It's nice. I can't believe that I'm the first place. It's unbelievable. It's so cool.
Well, this is the second time Isabella has been crowned European Junior Champion. Last year she became a champion in a different discipline, the small bore rifle category. The host Norway picked up a medal here, Malin Vesterheim winning the bronze. The rifles also undergo a check-up. Any rifles which use compressed air or gas and meet the required standards are allowed to be used in competition. The rifle stipulated to only being allowed to hold one bullet at a time, while the weight should be no more than 5.5 kilograms.
So this rifle is correct. And then at the end, he will put the stick there, and then it is approved for this competition.
There'll be more from the European Shooting Championships in Merakar after this short break. Welcome back to Merakar and our coverage of the European Shooting Championships. This is Olympic champion Frank Dumoulin.
It's not for work as precision. It's only to work the coordination, position, sensation of the trigger, of the pressure, of the grip. Just that.
Frank's been to 5 Olympic Games. He was champion in Sydney in 2000. Every time he comes to a competition, he goes through the same ritual of taking his pistol from his case and goes to target practice, a duel between himself and the target. Frank's studied the psychology of shooting.
For me, the shooting is my life, is my wife. Yes, because all the time I think of the shooting. Of course, my really wife, I understand this, because the sport, the high level of the sport, you have obligation to think all the time of the sport. The finality of the shooting, for me, is the concentration, the coordination on the trigger or the sight. It's very more important to concentrate the two parts. And for me, it's all the time they work coordination, concentration of the trigger, of the sight. The sport is only inside. It's very inside to block the stress, to control the stress. It's very important.
So on to the final of the men's pistol competition, the blue ribbon event. Really strong field for this one. A couple of Ukrainians with Sergei Kudrya and Oleg Omelchuk. Eastern nations very strong. Yurash Tizhinsky and Yuri Dahapalau from Belarus. Walter Lepere going up against